Okay, so for my week 15 Milestone blog post, I chose two examples from the recent 2017 fiscal policy budget. And my first example for an expansionary policy is going to be the part where they decided to increase spending on transportation. So because the government's increasing their spending, this is going to cause the aggregate demand to go up. Aggregate demand 1 line is right here. This is where it's going to start, and it's going to go from aggregate demand 1 to aggregate demand 2 by about $32 billion. Because of the money multiplier, now we have our MPC at 0.93, so that puts our money multiplier at 14.29. So that's going to cause another jump to aggregate demand 3, and that's going to be about $457 billion in increases in aggregate demand. Now this is going to cause our interest rates to increase because the demand, more people are going to be spending money, which means the demand for money is going to go up, which is going to cause our interest rates to go up as well. This is going to cause the crowding out effect, which is going to make the aggregate demand go back down to the natural rate and be in between our aggregate demand 2 and aggregate demand 3, so it's going to end up here. For the second example, I chose a contractionary policy in the budget where the government is deciding to higher taxes on higher income families. They're going to be reducing tax benefits for the wealthy, which means higher taxes for those higher income families. This is going to cause the aggregate demand to go down. So we're going to start right here with aggregate demand 1, and it's going to go down by about $900 billion, which is how much they estimated the taxes to be. And then, so it's going to go from aggregate demand 1 to aggregate demand 2 right here. Because of the money multiplier, it's going to make another jump all the way to aggregate demand 3, which is going to decrease it by about 1.29 trillion. And then this is all going to cause the interest rates to go down, and then, let's see, that's going to put, because of the crowding out effect, that's going to put the final aggregate demand line, aggregate demand 4, in between aggregate demand 2 and aggregate demand 3.